somebody in the United States, I guarantee you, is having a birthday today. So in honor of them,
Right.
we should probably make this.
Right. You need something sweet after that meal, just to
There's a
calm
little
you
bit
down.
of sugar in
That's
here.
right. You know, I'm used to making wedding cakes that were like lighter and fluffy, where this was really dense, so it was different for me. It's so thick, it's like a brownie. I can see why when we made it the other night, your whole family sat there quietly and ate half the cake. So everybody loves that cake, don't they?
And Dad took it home. I
He did.
guarantee
It's gone.
he's working on it.
Well, that's why you said we need to make it again, because you want one here.
Now let's talk about this. This is not brand new from the store.
40 years old.
40 years old.
That's why it's missing pieces, but Mom got me this when I was 18, so I just told my age. And I love it. You said, do you want a new one? I'm like, no, this is mine that I love.
Let's make this because I want this in my belly.
All right, well, I tried to talk to your mom a little bit. She hadn't found her recipe. She kind of said I did okay. So, and we're making a smaller cake because we've already had a big one. So this is kind of a half recipe. I have 6 tablespoons of butter. I'm gonna start with that.
You know, the fun part about this is when you're making recipes and you're trying to get there, there's a lot of cake sitting around
That's
right
right,
now.
you get to eat a lot.
That's right.
And I let that get room temperature.
All right.
All right, now I have got a cup of sugar. There's a lot of sugar in this, but that's what makes
It's
it
cake.
good. That's right. I'm gonna put a whole cup of sugar in here. I'm gonna let that go a little bit more here. All right.
You know, this gets crazy here in a little while.
It will.
Stuff's flying everywhere.
If it does, I have a towel. I'm gonna try to cover it because I know you don't like when the dust flies. And when you make cakes, powdered sugar is everywhere. I have 2 eggs. First egg, we'll put them in one at a time.
And the 2.
Cool. Let's let that get all mixed up together. Okay.
What's next?
Now we're ready. Now I have got a cup of flour here.
Gotcha.
And I have got 6 tablespoons of cocoa. So we're gonna put that together.
I remember Mom telling me that doesn't taste good, Timmy. I said, no, it smells good. And taking a little teaspoon of
It's
it.
wonderful. All right, in this bowl I have half a teaspoon baking powder, half a teaspoon baking soda, and a 1/4 teaspoon of salt. So see, I'm gonna get, this is all my dry stuff together.
It's science.
Yes. So this, I'm hoping this doesn't get too messy. We'll just be, in fact, let me grab a spoon. Sometimes that helps. So I'm gonna try
That's
to.
why you lay the towel up here when you.
Sometimes I do, but you know what? Let's see how we do. Let's see if it goes crazy. Oh, it didn't do too bad.
And stand back.
That's right. You know, I'm gonna stop it in between because then it won't flip all over. That'd make you happy, won't it? It doesn't blow in your face.
When we lived in Maysville, Kentucky, that's one of the memories that I have was the smell of that when she was cooking a cake. Oh, and it was special occasions, you know. And,
Now you want it every week, right?
Oh yeah, why not? We've got it down now. And for those of you who bake, again, this is not a mix. This is all from scratch.
Okay, we're getting there. This is 1½ teaspoons of vanilla. We're gonna add that in. And now I have 3/4 of a cup. This is half and half. I think your mom said she might have used buttermilk. She wasn't sure, but we're gonna do the half and half.
Or you could use heavy cream too.
Yes, you could. Go good? Look how nice and creamy that looks.
Oh, the kids talk about you made icing so much that they almost got sick of licking the
Yeah.
frosting off.
They used to sit on the floor when I was making icing, and they knew if they lined up, they got beaters and they got bowls full. They just sit and wait. I scored it in their mouth. See, is that bad?
Man,
That look good?
man,
There's
look
our
at that. Now
batter.
that's the real deal. That's no cake mix out of a box.
Right. And all I've done was sprayed this with a little bit of cooking oil. And some people flour them, but I'm just gonna,
Now this is a half recipe basically, right?
Yes, this
'Cause
is
you
a
made
half.
a big one the other day.
yes.
So that's enough for me.
Right, that'll just get, that's one setting for you. I don't wanna miss any of this.
No, you don't. That's good stuff.
Yes. We are gonna cook this at 350 for 40 minutes. And it's a little denser cake, so sometimes they fall in the middle. You could cook it a little longer if you want it to stay, but once we ice it, it doesn't really matter.
Oh, I think you ought to leave it just a little bit gooey in the middle.
That's what I'm thinking too. Take it out a little early. All right. Took our cake out.
Took our cake out, let it cool. I see butter in there.
Yes, because last night when I did another cake, I did it hot, and that worked too, but it kind of melted everywhere, so we let it cool.
Yeah, you gotta let it
So-
cool down before you
Yeah.
put the icing on.
All right.
This doesn't have anything sweet in it, does it?
No, this one's really simple. No real sugar, just powdered, but that's real sugar. I have a whole stick of butter here, which is half a cup. We're gonna cream that. Now this will get messy. I'm sorry.
Well, I'm gonna stand back.
I'm gonna try to cover with a towel like I used to do to hold back some of it, but we'll see what happens. All right, I got my butter good. I'm gonna go in between just like last time because this will go all over the kitchen. Powdered sugar likes to. And I have 3 cups of powdered sugar
This looks
here.
like a scene out of Scarface.
Yes, it does. I got that. I got a little bit of cocoa. We'll throw a little cocoa in there. I have 3/4 of a cup of cocoa. And I got 1/3 of a cup of whipping cream. So we're just I'm gonna put a little bit of everything in.
That's why that icing tastes so good.
Yes.
It's rich.
I have 1.5 teaspoons of my vanilla. I'm just gonna try to put them all. Sometimes I like to do the butter and all the sugar, but it makes a mess. We're gonna try to do this. This is what I used to try to do, to try to make it.
I'm gonna stand back so I can get white long.
See it poofing underneath?
This makes me very happy.
I'm glad you didn't come in until we cleaned up. It was really bad in here.
Does it look like the last scene of Scarface?
You walked out for a minute, so that was good. Do you want to try it? Make sure it tastes good. I did finger.
Oh, I think I'll wait till I get some of the cake. I already know.
You believe me?
I've been eating pounds of this stuff. You know, one thing we do is when we make a recipe, a lot of times it's something we haven't done for years, and we'll run through it just to make sure. So
you get to eat it.
there's several of these cakes sitting around right now. Which maybe that's why my belly's sticking out.
And now another one.
Now, I don't know, I was just thinking that since you had to, you had to buy this sauerkraut and short ribs, that maybe I could go first.
No. I mean, yes, you can.
Look at that. That's beautiful.
Does it make you happy? Does it make you happy? That's like eating fudge.
Oh.
Can I try a little?
You know, it cracks me up. Most people know us that watch our show, but we have some new folks out there on social media. I can't believe they're eating off the same plate. Well, you know what? One time, way back, it was probably in the 80s, if that freaks you out, she kissed me right on the mouth.
What?
I called the police.
Do we
I
have
filed a
pictures?
report. They didn't do anything.
So we can't do
So
it?
I guess if we kissed on the lips back in the 80s,
We can
we
share.
can eat cake after each
Okay.
other. I'm gonna have
Oh,
one
that's-
bite. Look at that, look at that, look at that.
You're going to eat this whole cake, aren't you? He will sit down with a spoon and eat the cake.
That's just beautiful.
So it's close to your mom's, I hope?
Oh yeah.
Okay, good.
You know, food is memories. Now that is not gonna heal you from any horrible disease, and it's probably not the most healthy thing in the world, but every now and then you gotta splurge.
It makes you happy.
That's beautiful.
I'm glad you like it.
Oh, the memories just come flooding back.
That's right.
Of being an exuberant youth.
That's right.